Hello, hello Pisces. Welcome to your November 2019 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Pisces. And before we get started, I have a lot of awesome stuff coming up, so make sure you sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description because I'll be sending updates on all sorts of content that's coming out and stuff that I'm offering, and it's gonna be big. So go check that out. Please follow me on Instagram if you care to. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing this video if you feel called to. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to lay this spread out and then I'll dive into the reading. Okay, so let's start with the oracle cards. First thing coming up for you is uncertainty is key to creativity. So you're going to be innovating this month. It looks like there's going to be some adjustments, shifting around what it is that you're creating, building, growing into, and evolving. And so the uncertainty piece is literally where your innovation, your creativity, your desires are going to come from, because the uncertainty is part of what's helping your compass, essentially. So just keep that in mind. If you don't know, then that is going to put you in greater touch with your feelings and the direction that you do want to go. So remember, in order to feel certain, in order to feel clear, you have to have the contrast available to you. And then we also have patience. Patience. Take your time. Let the path unfold as you go. Don't rush anything this month. This is going to be about restructuring, allowing things to fall into place. It's going to be about taking the right steps for you. Allow yourself to grow without expecting overnight results. The only way that you're really going to get tripped up, and this is one of the things that's been showing up for all the water signs actually, is wanting things too fast. I feel you. I understand that it's very easy to want things instantaneously, but it's going to be a detriment if you focus on that too intensely. So trust the process a bit more. I think November is going to be highlighting that for you. And then we have visibility. Claim your bright light. Your perfect co-creators are seeking you out. Allow yourself to be seen. It is safe to be witnessed. Stepping into more of your greatness, clearly. But you also have to give that time. So even if you're uncertain of how it's going to go, allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to kind of claim that part of yourself. All right, this reading is much different than what I normally do. I have some oracle cards here in the center. This is past, present, and future, your outer world, your inner world. I am not doing a timeline this month. I have 2020 readings that are going to be coming out at the beginning of December, so I hope you guys bear with me a little bit. So this is your past, so what has just shifted out or what growth period you just came from. Being yourself is sacred. Okay, so this is like you're finally in a space where you might understand your flavor, like what you offer, who you are, what you bring to the table, what you desire, and it's unique to you. So there isn't going to be another person who wants the exact same combination of things that you desire in this lifetime. And so allowing yourself to just own that, hence the DNA spiral right there, is the best thing you can possibly do. So I think you're awake to that. More of your essence is the best way for you to be seen. And that's true for everything. Career, relationships, family, all of that is supported. And then a present, we have when you least expect. Ooh, I like this card because it's highlighting luck. Like it's just saying there's so much more than what you can see. And so if you keep moving, that's why I said trust the process in November, which is a practice in itself. It's hard to do. It's hard to take action and have faith when it looks like it's not working. That is what makes it hard. But this is saying there's a lot of payoff even if you can't recognize it yet. So hang in there. And then the oncoming energy, or the future card, I have support. All of the things that you desire are fully supported. Now, you could be in a place where you're setting up a lot of blocks and limitations for yourself. There's probably, unless you're actively working on feeling into the support that you have and the fact that your desires are supported, if you want it, it can be fulfilled and it is supported divinely. But there's a big, caveat to this, which is you can also tear that apart and tear that down. And a lot of the time we do this unconsciously, right? So the practice in itself is, again, keeping the faith and knowing that what you desire is supported. But remember, because we have a human experiences and we're on this earth, there's going to be a million reasons why we can't do something, or why we're not supported, or why history tells us that we can't do this thing, or socially we're not able to do this thing. And the bottom line is, if you want it, you can find a way to make that happen. Just don't hurt anyone in the process. I think that's pretty much the only rule. Allow yourself to step into this more and more and more. If you're struggling with faith, what I would say is ask for evidence, ask for clues, ask for signs. Those things are perfectly fine. But remember, you need to continue doing things that are in alignment with you more and more over time, and things that feel good to you and things that are really calling to you, in order to see where the path goes. You can't allow yourself 24/7 to get locked up in your head. Okay, let's see what's going on externally for you in November. 4 of Cups. I think there's a lot of stuff that you're just not into anymore. This is good. So when you have something on the external that no longer resonates, it actually is an opportunity to create space, because from that place, you're going to be able to say, I don't want that. The vacancy that's there, I'd like to have something more in alignment appear in that place. So this to me looks like a preference thing. It could be something as simple as cleaning out a closet. It could be friendships. It could be stuff you're doing in your work or creative projects. Just think broadly with it. And then we also have the Page of Wands. I'm going to clarify this one. 8 of Cups. Okay, so this is why the Patience card is coming up in this reading, because as you go through and you start to see things unfold and what's really happening, you can evaluate as you go. So you have a better idea of what's really in alignment with you and what's not as you continue moving forward with the stuff you have going on. So allow yourself to take inventory each step of the way. And then we also have the Queen of Swords. Doing it your way, doing it your style is going to work. Being yourself is sacred, right? God, universe, divine source gave you the desires, the talents, gifts, abilities, experiences, knowledge, wisdom that you've accumulated over this lifetime, so that you can do it your way, so that you can bring these things into the world however they want to manifest. Like I said, it could be familial, it could be creative, it could be professional, it could be in relationships, it could be part of your own healing. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just saying that the way you're pursuing the external world, it's safe for you to do it in your way. It's safe for you to do it in your style. And it's okay to say no to things that don't fit, that aren't working. Give yourself permission to do it your way and to say yes and no to the things that are resonant with you. Now let's look at the internal world. This is your emotional world or your growth and internal experience. We have the 9 of Rods. I'm going to pull the next card before I read that one. We have the King of Swords. You know, I want to read all these together, actually. And then we have the 10 of Wands. I honestly think you're trying to do too much. So yes, you can do it your own way, but the fact that you have the 9 and 10 of wands is like burnout city. Honestly, because this is the emotional growth, healing, evolution internally, what this tells me is maybe you've been doing too much. I don't want to say too much, but sometimes you almost want to take a break from personal development. I hope that makes sense. It seems like there's a tide that's kind of shifting. It's going from a lot of your energy was being spent internally, maybe with learning, personal development books, personal development podcasts. I mean, I don't know what your jam is, or just doing a ton of work, a ton of therapy, a ton of healing. But now it's like, okay, let's put these into the world. Let's put them into practice. Let's take it from the emotional into the physical. And so I see this as shifting where the energy is going and how you're applying it. So again, like it doesn't mean that you throw in the towel on everything that's good for you. It's just, I find that sometimes we can binge on healing, or we can binge on like needing more. So sometimes we do need help and guidance, and that's fine. But if you've been going hardcore on doing the internal work, you know, we're always going to do these things. It doesn't stop. But I think you may have been stalling yourself out by having so much focus on this part that you're not integrating it into the physical. So it's kind of like, okay, now you're ready to integrate it into the actions that you're taking, what you're doing, what you're pursuing, and that's going to be what helps you. So the King of Swords is just kind of like owning your confidence is actually what I'm getting from this, even though it's a thought card. It's more of, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the power, you have everything that you need to do. You don't need to spend more time on the internal work or qualifying yourself to pursue something that you desire. You already have permission to do it. So allow yourself to step into that fully, because just the overwhelming burnout cards in the emotional position, I'm getting shift your energy to taking action. It's like you're maxed out on what you're getting out of being really heavy-handed in that area. And then let's see what else is coming up. King of Wands. Yep, that confidence that I was just talking about. You've got it. You already have what you need. I think there's a very convenient and tricky way that our shadow kind of likes to trip us up. It likes to say, but you still need to like get this degree, or you still need to have these experiences, or you still need to have X amount of money. Yeah, sometimes that's true. But a lot of the time, it's just a convenient excuse, an obstacle that we create for ourselves in order to prevent us from taking the action that we would like to take and doing the things that we would like to do. So don't fall into that trap. Remind yourself, if you say, I'm not ready for that, are you really, or are you just scared? Are you just trying to get yourself to take another class or do another thing that's preventing you from, you know, pursuing what's right for you? Now let's do a 3-card pick. You're welcome to pick whichever card works for you. Feel into your body, take a deep breath into the diaphragm, ask a question if you'd like. Okay. Card number 1, we have the Queen of Wands. This reminds me of the visibility card, claim your bright light. That's what this is all about. Let yourself be seen. That's an important part of this process, and I just think it's going to serve you so much better than you could possibly imagine. Let yourself go there. And also, let yourself desire things. Don't stress out about whether or not your desires are right. Just move towards them. Card number 2, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Foundation. So you're laying the brick. You're getting things ready. You're prepping the soil. You're getting ready for the long term and big picture. This is not the space to rush. That's also why the Patience card is on the table. If you want something really massive, allow yourself to work into it. Trust that you're only going to get the things that you're ready for, and you have the things that you need in order to make this a reality, even if it looks like it's not coming together yet. A lot of the time when we're trying to do something or go somewhere or heal something, we make a lot more progress than we realize in the moment, but it's very hard to self-evaluate. This to me looks like trust the process. Again, I'm going to say it again. And don't over concern yourself with the pace right now, because you're going to suck at self-evaluation when it comes to your goals. That's just my experience with people, is they don't really give themselves credit for the amount of work they've already put in. All right, card number 3, we have the Magician. Create it, manifest it, do it. If you have the desire, you can absolutely make it happen. This is straight up manifestation. It's the Alchemy card. And know that all of the things that you want are on the table. They're available to you. They're accessible to you. They're right for you. They want you just as much as you want them. And the more you're willing to play with the how you are taking action, not how you get there, but just the actions that you're taking, the more you're going to see them come to life. So take action, because it's really going to support you this month. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a bit, everybody. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. And as always, if you need to work with me one-on-one, you are more than welcome to book a session with me. I am available. So just go to onyxhealing.com or check out the link in the description box for more ways to work with me. I have a lot of good stuff coming up in the coming months. And I also offer more readings on my newsletter, just like little readings that you get sent to your inbox every Sunday. And so go sign up for my newsletter if you're interested in all sorts of content and more readings. And until next time, have a beautiful November, everybody. And I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.